Have you ever felt like you're constantly busy, but never really getting anything important done? Like you're spinning 100 plates, trying to do more, be more, achieve more, and yet somehow falling further behind? What if the secret to success wasn't doing more, but doing less? In this video, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful productivity books of all time, The One Thing by Gary Keller. This book has changed the way entrepreneurs, creatives, and high performers approach their goals. By focusing on a deceptively simple idea, success doesn't come from doing everything. It comes from doing the right thing. Get ready, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to identify your most important priority, eliminate distractions, and start making massive progress in your personal and professional life. Let's go. The One Thing begins with a bold promise. Extraordinary results are directly determined by how narrow you can make your focus. Most of us have been taught that success is about balance, multitasking, and checking off endless to-do lists. But Keller flips this upside down. He argues that real productivity and fulfillment come from a relentless focus on the one thing that matters most, in any area of your life. The core question the book invites us to ask is simple, but incredibly powerful. What's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? This question becomes your compass. Whether you're tackling work goals, relationships, health, or finances, you're always asking, what's my one thing right now? Let's break this down with an analogy. Imagine trying to knock over a line of dominoes. If you line them up just right, each one hits the next, creating unstoppable momentum. But there's a trick. If the first domino is too small, or not in line, nothing moves. Your life is the same. Get your first domino, your one thing, in place, and the rest begins to fall. Why multitasking fails you? We wear multitasking like a badge of honor. But research shows it's one of the biggest productivity killers. Our brains aren't wired to focus on multiple things at once. We're just switching rapidly, burning mental energy and losing depth. The One Thing makes it clear, success requires focus. Not spreading yourself thin. Not being busy. But doing the most important thing first, and doing it with intention. Think of your attention like a spotlight. The wider you spread the beam, the dimmer it gets. The narrower you make it, the more intense the focus. That's the mindset shift this book teaches. Go narrow. Go deep. Stay there. Willpower is a limited resource. Another huge insight from the book. Willpower isn't always on will call. You might think you can tackle your biggest goals anytime. But the truth is, willpower is strongest in the morning and fades throughout the day. That's why your one thing needs to happen first, before distractions, meetings, emails, and life drain your energy. Schedule it. Protect it. Make it sacred. If your one thing is writing, block the first hour of your day and write. If your one thing is prospecting new clients, make calls before anything else. Build a life around your priorities. Don't squeeze priorities around your life. The myth of a balanced life, you've probably heard. You need balance. But the One Thing says balance is a myth. Extraordinary results require extraordinary effort, in bursts. That means sometimes going out of balance on purpose, leaning hard into one area while holding the others steady. Not neglecting them, but not trying to do everything all at once either. Work-life balance isn't about equal time. It's about intentional time. And that starts with being clear on your priority, not your priorities. The word priority was singular for 500 years. Only recently did we start pluralizing it, and that's where confusion began. You can only have one true priority at a time. Quick reminder before we go further. If you're getting value from this breakdown, and you want to keep learning how to work smarter, live with purpose, and crush your biggest goals, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. This channel is packed with book breakdowns and mindset strategies to help you level up in business and in life. Don't miss out. Alright, let's go deeper. Success leaves clues. The path of high achiever. Keller studied top performers in every field, from real estate moguls to Olympic athletes. And they all had one thing in common. They always knew their one thing. And they made it non-negotiable. This is what separates the exceptional from the average. They don't try to be great at everything. They identify their zone of genius, their highest leverage activity, and obsess over it. Everything else gets filtered through that lens. Your goal? Become a master of saying no to the things that distract from your one thing. Time is your most valuable currency. Don't spend it on things that don't move you forward. The focusing question in action. Let's say you want to improve your health. Ask yourself, what's the one thing I can do for my health such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? Maybe it's starting to walk 10,000 steps daily. That habit leads to more movement, better sleep, and mental clarity. In business? Maybe your one thing is improving your sales process. That focus could multiply your income and reduce stress. This question works like magic because it forces clarity. And clarity creates momentum. Your environment shapes your outcomes. You can't stay focused in a distracting environment. Keller talks about designing a success-friendly space. That means removing clutter, creating a routine, saying no to things and people that pull you off track. It also means surrounding yourself with people who support your one thing. Success is contagious, but so is mediocrity. Guard your space. Guard your energy. Guard your focus. Habits plus time equals mastery. You don't need more time. You need more focused time. When you spend consistent time on your one thing, it compounds. Just like investing. Keller emphasizes the power of 66 days, the average time to build a habit that sticks. Make your one thing a daily habit, and it becomes automatic. Unstoppable. What happens when you align everything? When you align your goals, your schedule, your actions, all around one clear focus, life gets simpler. You stop reacting and start creating. You stop being busy and start being effective. You stop drifting and start building momentum. That's the real promise of the one thing. It's not just about productivity, it's about purpose, direction, mastery. Let's recap some key takeaways. Success is built sequentially, not simultaneously. Multitasking is a myth. Focus is power. Your willpower fades. Use it early on your most important work. There's no such thing as a perfectly balanced life, only intentional imbalance. Ask the focusing question. What's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? Make your one thing a daily habit and protect it at all costs. If you apply just one idea from this book, if you wake up tomorrow and spend 1 hour on your most important goal, you're already ahead of 90% of people. Success doesn't require chaos. It doesn't require 18-hour workdays. It requires clarity, simplicity, and focused action. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, please like, comment with your personal one thing, and share this with someone who's drowning in busywork. Remember, extraordinary results start with extraordinary focus. Don't try to do everything. Just do the one thing that matters. And keep showing up for it, day after day. That's how lives are transformed. See you in the next video.